Now I'm laid back, listening to my favorite show with my man Sharp Shot, chopping it up radio. Plenty other things to do, but I'm putting them on hold. Sitting in the studio, listening to Chop It Up radio. Things are getting kinda heated. Think we better take it to the phones. Don't know how we gon' make it. This is the show that goes where you take it.
Where you gonna take it today?
In a minute we'll be ready, cause you know it's on tonight. Ain't no way we gon' forget it. Chopping it up, chopping it up, chopping it. Now I'm laid back, listening to my favorite show with my man Sharp Shot, chopping it up radio. Plenty other things to do, but I'm putting them on hold. Sitting in the studio, listening to Chop It Up radio.
What's going on, people? This is your man Sharp Shot right here on Chopping It Up Radio, on ChoppinItUpradio.com. This is the show that goes where you take it.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Chopping It Up Radio. I am Sharp Shot, the Jacket on the radio, along with...
Hey, this is Miss Zudi. How you guys doing?
And also...
It's your boy, Young Millie, hottest nigga with the coldest rhymes, per usual.
And your man, King Buddha the One. What up?
What's going on, y'all?
Shit.
Crazy week. Trying to get ready for Saturday.
What's going on Saturday?
I am going to... I feel like I'm echoing. I'm going to Metro's Sweethearts Ball. I still haven't figured out what my dress is. Maybe I should post all of them and let everybody else pick. But I bought like 5 dresses.
It's definitely an echo.
Yeah, I feel like I'm echoing.
Yeah, echo. When I tested it, it wasn't an echo.
Oh, it might just be us. If y'all out there, let me know if y'all hear echo.
Yeah, y'all hear echo. Yeah. Because I didn't hear one when I tested it.
You said you're going to a ball.
So Metro, every year they have they have their little Sweethearts Ball, and normally it's just the girls. That's our chance to be cute and get dressed, because one of our friends worked for Metro.
So who you going to the ball with?
Just a friend.
Oh, baby,
I'm being forced to take a date.
But you say he's just a friend.
It's just a friend.
Okay.
I thought you meant Metro Boomin at first. I was about to say, damn, that's lit.
I wish.
So, anything exciting going on for the week?
Hell no. We getting older, man.
You say that like you have a dry life.
I do. Exciting moments are near and far. I mean, very far now. I have exciting moments rarely as I'm getting older. But that's on purpose, though. I stay out the way.
No, but exciting moment could still be like a good day.
I mean, any day above ground is an exciting moment once you hit 43.
Are you 43? Yeah. You hear?
No, the echo was my mic.
Yeah, I'm 43. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
How old you thought I was? 26?
Just like I thought you was Idris.
You definitely thought I was Idris. You definitely thought that. All of them think that. Like,
right.
I got a T-shirt. A friend of mine made me a T-shirt. It says, they call me Terrence, but you can call me Idris. That's the T-shirt. That's
Are you serious?
No, because, like, seriously, dog, like, I was at IHOP the other day, and I'm sitting down eating. And I see all these, like a swarm of women coming to the window, beating on the window, boom, 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 boom. And I'm seeing flashes from cameras and all that. So the waitress come over, and, she's kind of jittery, and I'm like, wow, what's going on out there? And she like, they're here for you. I said, who? She said, you're Idris Elba, right? I said,
she said, wow.
Yeah, right.
I said, damn, bitch.
But this is a bus of blind people. Everybody was like half blind.
You gained so much weight.
No,
I say putting on for another role.
I just put on for another role. You know how you gain weight for Muhammad Ali? Will Smith had to gain the weight.
Yeah.
That's what they thought it was.
You gained so much weight.
They thought I was Idris, and I get that all the time. They're like, "Oh my God, it's Idris." And I be like, "Nah, baby, it's not." You know. But I don't blame them though. It is what it is.
That's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I'm a fine black man. Don't play with me.
I didn't say that you're not a nice looking black man, but you're not Idris. That's a scrumptious chocolate thing.
Oh shit!
Damn the devil to hell.
You had anything exciting? You, Millie, y'all had anything exciting going on during the week?
My week has been crazy. So, a lot of family shit going on. My aunt is in the hospital, critical, because she had open heart surgery.
I hope she get better.
Yeah, that's what we hoping. So now we in the transitional stage of taking her from the hospital to a rehabilitation hospital. So keep my family in your prayers, please.
Well, rehabilitation, that's a good sign. As long as it ain't hospice, rehabilitation is a good sign.
Nah, so she got a trach, and so and a breathing tube. So that's the issue. Finding a hospital that can take her with the breathing tube.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, they give her a little bit more time and she can get off of it. But all the reviews have been horrible. It's just some trying times. And
the reviews for
these hospitals is just some shit.
So get transferred to another one.
So,
let me tell you.
No, we can't. We haven't chose one yet.
GBMC.
We haven't chose one yet, so we trying to find one. But all the ones that we looking at, the reviews is not
GBMC
good.
in Towson.
The good ones in Baltimore. That's crazy. Yeah, the good ones in Baltimore.
Well, everything dealing with heart is better in Baltimore. The hospital, they got the best hospital for dealing with heart issues.
But she had GW now. GW is pretty good.
Man,
go to Baltimore.
John Hopkins. That's it.
No, I'm telling you, go to GBMC. So
GBMC.
A little like a year and a half ago, I had my own little health scare and everything, and
that was a major scare.
Huh?
That was a major scare. Go ahead.
Yeah,
my bad.
It was kind of serious.
I just had to say that.
GBMC, like when I say they took care of me, like. I had all the top specialists, like everybody. They were on point. So I will definitely highly recommend.
That's because you had good insurance.
That and because it's also good to have a doctor in the family. So because my sister, she was my advocate, so you would have like a doctor or a nurse or somebody in the family, because when you are like when you're sick, you're not understanding everything that they're saying, and you're not you can't speak for yourself all the time. So it's always good to have somebody there as an advocate for you, especially if they're in the medical profession.
Right.
I want to say something on that point. So then I got another partner of mine who he just came home not too long ago from the hospital. He pretty much went into cardiac arrest like twice. So now he's home, back on his feet and all that. And so Keita, what you saying is be vigilant with your family when they're in the hospital. You got to be vigilant and shit. Even if you don't have a doctor in the family, if they see you on a regular basis and they know that you're there, they can't slack. Ask a million fucking questions. Like, ask questions. What the fuck is this? What is that? What's going on? Ask questions. And you got to show up. So we had a family meeting and we was like, look, that's the main thing we talked about. Show up. So they see you there. Because when they don't see your family members there on a regular basis, they treat you any old type of way.
Yeah, I could believe that.
They don't give a flying fuck. They just like, whatever. But when them family members are there and you pop up random times, middle of the night, all that shit, they do more. Because they know that somebody's going to be held accountable if they fuck up.
That's true.
So be vigilant with your family when it comes to these hospitals. Let them know that you are there and you're involved. So they can pay attention to your family member. That's all I got.
I can dig it.
That's true.
That's all I got.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But Melly, what's up? You was about to say something. My bad.
Nah, not really. I just been going to the gym, going to work. Same old.
I'm going skating.
Yeah, I started going skating. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Getting a little swag under my feet on the skates.
Oh, we heard about somebody's accident.
Oh, yeah, I busted my head. I was skating backwards and lost my foot and then went back and bow. Head hit the floor. I was like, fuck, my head was killing me. I was praying I ain't had no concussion.
You've had a few incidents with this skating backwards. You always say something about skating backwards.
But
He's trying to be fancy.
No, but if you're not afraid to, but the one thing with skating is you can't be afraid to fall. That's just part of life. You can't be afraid to fall. If I want to learn how to do the roll bounce shit, I ain't gonna lie. So if I want to do that, I can't be afraid to fall.
I just told Zari that the other day.
Yeah, it is what it. Anything you do.
You can be afraid to fall when you're in your 40s. Let me tell you something.
I'm not.
You're not in your 20s and your 30s anymore.
I know.
Your bones are
This shit, it hit different when you hit the ground in your 40s. I don't give a fuck how in shape you are, none of that shit. Shit hit different when you in your 40s, Slim.
Shit don't heal right.
you.
It don't heal the same. You're right, but
Go try and jump out a swing like you did when you was a kid, and see what them knees do when you land.
you're right.
It's gonna crack and everything else.
Then I did a cycling class yesterday. Oh my god, my legs are still suffering from that shit. It was my first time, so my legs are still suffering. My legs are still suffering.
It's a good
so
workout.
yeah, it is. It's a hell of a workout. I'm gonna get him in the cycling class.
Who?
Mike Millie.
No, that's right.
You get Millie in the cycling class. He's starting to run. Ain't you starting to run?
He's gonna be on the cycle hitting the J.
No.
He's gonna be in that bitch hitting the J while he on the cycle.
Like this. I can see. I can see that. I can definitely see that. All right, so bro, what's going on for the week, man? What you got?
Oh man.
You know what? I gotta fix your joint. I ain't gonna lie to you. Good.
It's cool. So
I gotta fix it.
I just been keeping up with this whole FBG Duck and the whole O Block thing. So for y'all that don't know, FBG Duck was a Chicago drill rapper who got into it with King Von and them from OTF or O Block verse 63rd and all that. So supposedly 63rd was winning the war. Was losing the war. 63rd was losing the war, and O Block killed FBG Duck. I think I'm correct on that. So these guys have now gotten indicted and locked up for the murder of FBG Duck, and the guys are celebrating. The mama Duck was on TV twerking and all that, like twerking and shit. Yeah. And the guys were celebrating, popping bottles. So it's just the whole thing of guys are like, y'all niggas celebrating because these niggas got locked up, but y'all ain't slide and this and that. So I just been keeping up with that, man, and it just made me want to realize and sit down and touch topic on how this sliding shit has gotten. It's out of hand. The whole free car, the drill shit. We had our shit when we was younger. Mm-hmm. You know, we went to the go-go's in our neighborhoods for it, but we saw each other in school the next day. If we went to the go-go on Friday, we saw each other in school on Monday. We wasn't killing each other. You know what I'm saying? We'd fight on Friday night at the go-go and then be in class with each other on Monday. Like, fuck y'all niggas, man, fuck y'all niggas. And might even fought in school. But come on, man, it's getting out of hand. So, god damn, it's crazy, man. The shit is getting wilder and wilder. And the guns, like these youngins is 12, 13. I mean, you think DC is bad, but Chicago is fucking crazy.
It's worse.
They're 12 and 13, and they got Glocks with switches and all that. And some of the youngest here got them too. You know, but
so they got whole Drakes in their coats.
Yeah,
they be walking around strapped up in Chicago.
I'm laughing because my man was like, man, what you gonna do when you step to a youngin' that's all fit and got a gun?
You better hit him first. I'm not stepping to no youngins. First of all, I'm not even on that. Hey, look, on real shit, on man time. When these youngins out here tatted on their face and all that, I pull up beside them and they got them tattoos on their face. I kindly roll up my window, lock my door.
Are you turning to your parents?
No, I'm not turning it to my parents because I got it on me. Everybody know I'm concealed carry. I keep it on me. But I don't want no trouble.
But you're prejudging somebody too.
I surely am. Mm-hmm. Sir, if you have tattoos and skulls on your face, you do not care about life, and I do not want any problems with you.
You know what? You don't think people can change it or regret their tattoos?
Of course they do, but fuck that. I'm not here to judge if you regret it or not.
Let me ask her a question. Let me ask her a question. Do you think 16, 17, 18, 20-year-old is regretting the tattoo that he got on his face?
I don't regret tats I got now when I'm 43.
It may not be last week, but I know guys that in their past they've tatted, they may have a tattoo or something on their face and they may look a certain way, but as I'm being older now, they're being prejudged off of their past. That's just like if you've been locked up, you don't want to be prejudged off of something that you did in your past, right?
How old are they now?
One of them is in his 40s.
And how old? Well, hold up. And how old was he? How old was he when he got that tattoo?
He was older. He was already old because niggas wasn't getting face tats when we was in our 20s.
We wasn't, but
we wasn't doing that.
It was more of like a gel tattoo.
Gel tattoo, okay.
A gel tattoo, they was only getting teardrops. If you got anything besides a teardrop and you 40,
I didn't say what it is on his face. It's just a tattoo on his face.
Hear me out. If you're 40, and older, and you got in the DMV, I'm gonna say here. I ain't gonna talk about because LA and all that, they've been on that. Hold up, let me finish. If you're 40 and older and you got tattoos on your face, not just a teardrop, you did that shit when you were too fucking old to be doing it.
Some of them didn't. I've seen a lot of them that are older. They're old tattoos, and they regret it. They regret it. That's just like somebody who had a Nazi tattoo and regrets that.
I'm talking about. I ain't talking about like a little small tat. Anybody can do that. Something a little simple, cool. That's fine. But I'm talking about niggas with the big shit on their face, like
whole face covered,
like Wayne and Gucci.
But they did that shit a long time ago.
Yeah, they did that in
Wayne and Gucci.
I said from the DMV.
Okay. Well, you can still put it on. I mean, because I'm gonna say it became popular everywhere once certain people started doing it. And I think with them. I would probably say them. They kind of started that shit. Sure. Yeah, they kind of started that shit. So
I'm like, you're prejudging.
Everybody prejudges.
No, but let me tell you, the reason why I say this is because y'all know that I do lift sometimes. And this guy got in my car, tatted up. I'm talking about tatted on his face. He looked like, I was just like, okay, if I have to give this guy some smoke, I'm thinking this in my head. Like, if I got to give him some smoke, then we're going to have to go at it, This was late night, and he actually was a really nice guy and started talking to me about church. We was talking about Jesus.
With tattoos on his face.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's all right. He changed his life around.
So that's why I said you can't prejudge somebody.
Okay. Well, if he would have got in my shit, I would have made sure that, first of all, I used to do Uber and Lyft too a long time ago. And I'm going to tell you what happened. I'll pull up thinking I'm about to get Keisha real cute in her profile. And I pull up around the creek or around on the south side or the Maryland side. All this shit hood to me. I don't discriminate. Fuck that. DMV, everybody got a hood. And I pull up and it'd be a nigga. And he got tattoos on his face and shit. But like I said, I'm always got it on me. So I make that motherfucker sit never behind me. You sit to the right side where I can see your motherfucking ass. Bad enough, you gotta get behind me. Right. That's what ultimately made me stop doing Uber, though, because I just couldn't. I was never easy with a motherfucker sitting behind me.
That shit is dangerous nowadays, though. Yeah. Like when it first started, it wasn't as bad.
I haven't had any issues. And I know Lyft has this new thing that like after a certain time, they will only send like me women or people that are inside of like the LGBTQ community. I mean, even though other people women can be crazy too, but.
Hey, Chanel said you're getting your black card back. You said if he wants some smoke.
Look,
she been practicing.
Like we said last week, though, since the pandemic, that's when shit got real crazy. So it's like before the pandemic, that's probably when you was doing it, right? Before the pandemic, or?
Nah, I was doing it. When did I was unemployed in 2021.
Okay.
I was doing it during pandemic.
Okay. So it wasn't.
I had the spray and I had the little shit up in my junk. But I had a nice vehicle, so I was kind of doing the airport runs. I had the black car. I had the black Chrysler 300
I remember that.
With the sunroof. So I was doing a little, but when shit got unchy, I go in the hood. You know what I'm saying? When the money slowed up. And I was mad. And I knew niggas was getting in my whip with pounds. I was smelling. I was taking niggas to go make deals and everything. I'm like, that tip better be right, nigga, because I know.
I've met a lot of my customers through Lyft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. So we actually, I'm going to switch up the whole shit. not the whole shit, but my shit. So, just kind of want to touch up on something that you brought to my attention, Buddha. So, Secure DC crime bill. It's in the Secure DC Omnibus Amendment Act of 2024.
Yes,
did I say that right?
Omnibus Act, yes.
So for people that aren't DC residents, explain what that is.
So, the DC Council held the first 2 votes on Tuesday on the city's newest crime bill. So it's the newest crime bill to try to get the city secure and safe, right? I read through this, but I'm gonna literally have to read from this to give y'all some of the measures of this bill.
Oh shit, he gotta read from it, y'all.
So the
Get
bill,
ready.
get ready.
Take a look. It's in a book.
So the bill would eliminate or extend the length of statutes of limitations for certain serious crimes. It would make misdemeanor arrest warrants extraditable and also clarify the GPS records in the possession of the pretrial service agency, and it can be admissible to prove a defendant's guilt in a criminal case or other judiciary proceedings. So I'm assuming with that, they can use your GPS from your phone to track where you were during the commission of a crime.
So,
well, they've been doing that. So let me help you out real quick. In a nutshell, let me help you out. In a nutshell, this is an act. So we all know what a bill is. It's a bill before it's a law. So these are different laws placed in this bill. So they want to be able to make it to where you're getting harsher crimes for carjacking, using a weapon during the act of a crime. Some of the wildest shit. 2 or more in a gathering can get you arrested. Wearing the face mask, ski mask, can get you arrested. All under officer's discretion.
That's what it always
goes back to police profiling.
Yeah. So it's basically police profiling, and it's not too far from martial fucking law coming. It's going to be like having the Coast Guard here again. That's what they're trying to make it.
We headed that way anyway.
Well, we're headed that way, but this is my thing about that. I agree with when she say Mary Browser, first of all, she ain't really did shit. I'm not even a DC resident, but I follow DC politics because I frequent DC. My family frequents DC, and I'm a firm believer that DC and Maryland is all the same. If you could fucking walk across the street and be in DC, don't tell me we ain't all the same. Cut the bullshit. So if you go into a CVS, don't you know how the crackheads go steal all the soap and the shit like that?
That's what
they trying to turn that into a felony.
But it needs to be.
It should be.
Nigga,
it needs to be.
What the fuck you mean it needs to be?
The CVS.
Nigga, I like being able to buy that high ass tide and all from a crackhead.
But that's why it goes up.
They is not real at all. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping.
You can't go into the store now and get shit because
everything is locked up.
One of the CVS's, all the shelves are empty.
Okay.
Uptown. I think it's uptown.
It's behind the counter.
Yeah.
So that's just one thing.
I mean, it could
carjacking.
That
more
needs
time,
to be.
I agree with that. But you can't take innocent people. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's like the innocent people are going to suffer fucking with this omnibus bill. Yeah. But I don't live in DC. So
I don't agree to the whole face mask.
Yes, innocent
thing.
Face mask.
I don't agree to that.
I don't agree to that. Well, but okay, so the face mask.
Two or more in a gathering.
Let me say this.
But
the
two more where?
Let me say with the face mask,
anywhere,
right?
Even in your own house, anywhere.
Yeah.
That seems a bit
in your own house,
like sitting on your porch, nigga. Yeah, if you and your man, if it's 3 or 4 y'all sitting outside, they can come press you.
Oh, they ain't gonna happen because you know the whites like a barbecue, so they not gonna agree to that one.
But okay, if you got the Nike, everybody called y'all got the Nike mask, y'all got the Nike skis. If you got a medical ski mask on, they can't say shit.
Shit, nigga, who knows? If they, I mean, fuck, a medical ski mask with a fucking skull cap, it's the same thing. What's the difference?
It is, but so they're gonna harass a.
You don't know. Who knows how far they gonna go with it?
Yeah, you're right. They may fuck around and go.
And what about the good kids that's outside trying to get some air? You got 3 boys outside walking to the store and they stop to eat their chips or something. Now they're getting harassed. I mean, the police are not trained enough. You just seen shit, prime example. The policeman just killed the guy, the Wyndham Creek shooting in Suitland, Maryland, where they tried to say it was a burglary. That was actually that guy living there. He lived there. The police came in there and shot the man that lived there. It wasn't a burglary.
Duty? I thought the police.
No, he wasn't off duty. He was called there. But I mean, so the police already got a tough job and they not properly trained. But now you want to throw these crazy ass laws in? So it's I don't know, man.
Man, it is crazy. It is crazy. Well, you summed it up. I was about to kind of go through some of it, but you summed it up. And it's like, I mean, it's supposed to be to keep us safe, but it's going to possibly cause a lot more problems than solutions.
Hey, Damo, to answer your question real quick, not to go back, do both. You put both apps on your phone and you rotate. When Uber's running slow, you do Lyft. When Lyft running slow, you do Uber. But Lyft pays you more. Lyft pays you more. I used to run both. I was a hustler.
That's because Lyft.
No, for some reason, Uber, they won't let me do Uber.
They will eventually.
Like, they keep saying I don't have a driver's license.
Because you don't. You're going to jail.
Lyft, it seemed like Lyft charged more.
Lyft pays more, and you get a better. To me, I feel like the customer base is a little bit better.
With Lyft? Okay.
I feel like the customer base is.
I am with Lyft. What you call it?
I feel like the customer base is.
I am
the customer base is a little different.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, you know, y'all can deal with it, man. Shit it's going down. It's going down out here. I can dig it. For y'all that do live in DC, yeah, I mean, you know, y'all can deal with it, man. It's going to happen in Maryland eventually, too. Because like I said, it's happening. Y'all that do live in the same crimes happening. Yeah, I mean, you know, y'all can deal with it, man. It's going to happen in Maryland.
So do you think that everything that is going to be
the same crimes happening?
So do you think that everything that, like, I don't think that, so do you think that, so do you think that, like, I don't think
Back in echoes, we can't hear you.
All right. So
Dom said it sounds like I'm on an acid trip.
Do it still sound like that now?
It's gone. I exited out. It's gone. Oh, all right. It's gone. It should be gone. It's still. It should be gone.
How about now? Let us know. We still echoing.
Yeah, we shouldn't be echoing now.
Nah, she said it's good now.
No, it's good now. I had opened up YouTube. That was my bad. So for YouTube, yeah, I opened up YouTube. I just opened up here. All right, so let's get into the shit. I was gonna talk about financial literacy amongst our children. Let's touch on that for real quick. How would you prepare your children for financial literacy? Me personally, I say that with us, I'm gonna speak for myself. I ain't have no financial literacy growing up, so I ain't know how to manage money. I'm still bad at managing money, but I'm trying to learn at this late stage in time. So with me trying to learn, I'm trying to instill that with them. So meaning my boys and my daughter. And so I'm trying to set a positive example of how to kind of keep my finances in order and get out of debt. But then I'm trying to teach them how to not go into debt. And so I haven't really talked to you heavily on, or have I? Have I talked to you about kind of how to try to control your finances?
Not really.
Yeah, it was Chris that I talked to, and I gave him kind of a game plan that I'm trying to follow. If he follows it, he'll be set. But if he doesn't, then he gonna be struggling. He gonna be living paycheck to paycheck. So we got to teach our kids not to live paycheck to paycheck and learn how to put that shit away, put some money away.
Well, not living paycheck to paycheck is not an easy task, sir.
It's not.
First of all, they don't teach financial literacy in school.
Whole point.
They don't teach it in school, so you got to teach it at home. But can you really teach it when you're not in a position? I look at things like this. If I'm not living it, I can't teach it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, I'll be able to really teach that shit. I can talk about it and I can tell you how you should do it, but is a child really going to gravitate to it if they don't see you doing it? Children go off what they see, not what they hear.
But would your kids necessarily have to see that you live in paycheck to paycheck? So the only reason I'm asking is because I know my mom probably struggled with 10 of us being like a single mom. But what she did was, like, when we first got our first job, she taught us, sat us down and taught us how to budget. And like, now since you have your job, you're going to need to set money aside for your toiletries and this and that, you know what I'm saying? And so you're teaching them already how to be able to budget and manage money at a younger age, even if you are struggling, you know what I'm saying? But still, to me, I feel like that's the way to go, because that's how I did with Z. Like her first little job that she had when she was 7, just cleaning stuff. Now that you have your own job, Mommy's not paying for everything. So you're going to have to learn how to set money aside for what you want, and you're going to have to budget.
All right, so with me, I've always had a full house. When I became a father at 17, 18, when I became a father, I came into a situation where my old lady already had a child. Then we ended up having more children. So always had a family, and we were young. So we hadn't even started in our careers yet. So we were struggling. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you come from the struggle, financial literacy, all I knew about it was hustle. Mm-hmm. Get money, flip money. Baby, you got a check, let me flip that. That was my financial shit. You know what I'm saying? So all we knew was hustle, grind, and make it. That's the point. We got to teach our kids to get beyond that.
Yeah.
We got to teach them to get beyond just grinding and making it. We got to keep the grind part, but we got to show them how to do more than just make it. But it's so much literature out here now. You got Bitcoin, you got investments. I mean, shit, I ain't know nothing about when I was young. Like, these youngers now, Jai, got it. They really doing it. They doing it better than we did.
They are.
Even the scammers.
Because the tools are out here. Yeah, the tools are out here. We just got to point our children in a direction to get those tools. So we got to be better than what we were and grab these tools and put them in front of their faces. If they got these iPads and all that in front of their faces already, throw the stuff on there to give them something to think about as far as financial literacy courses that they can understand. Or maybe we need to just create some. Now, I got one question.
Mm-hmm. Get some comments.
How do you go to the comments and then I'll ask my question.
All right. So, from Dom said, to get my daughter up for success at 15, I will open a joint credit card for her, and I will use it for gas and other petty things to pay off instantly. I want her to start with excellent credit. And then Chanel said, 2 sons out of 4 are good with managing money. The other 2 be balling like they rich. And then Nicole said, if you still make bad financial decisions yourself, how can you teach what you're not practicing? Yeah, and then Chanel also said, I think y'all should keep Millie on the couch to get perspective from a younger generation.
No, he's permanent. He's permanent. Yeah, he's permanent. Yeah, so I always teach my kids, like I said, I'm trying to do better to show them a positive example. Again, I always say this I say this a lot. I try to tell them to do what I didn't do, or the things that I did wrong, so they know not to do those things, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So it all, and I feel like it's all on the relationship that you have.
Do you go in depth onto the things that you did wrong?
Hell yeah, do I?
Yeah, and you worded your own quote wrong. The quote he always said to us is, he said, I never want you to be like me, I want you to be better than me.
But then give me the other quote. I don't want you to go through the same shit that you went through.
I don't want you to go through the same shit you went through, in terms of
they understand. They so that's something between us that they understand. Like, I don't want them to go through what they've been through. And that's more so sort of, they've been through certain things that they shouldn't have gone through, but they understand why they went through it. and also they see the things that I went through. So I don't want them to go through the things that I went through.
But you know what's crazy? My father said the same thing to me. I want you to be better than me. But shit, I'm trying to get to where he was at. My father had $1 million at one point. Before my father left this earth, he honestly could say he touched $1 million, and he took care of all of us. It was one point, my father, and man, my wife could testify to this shit. My father was taking care of all of us. Like, we was working for him, and he was paying all of us top dollar. And he was treating us. We was going out to the club every night. I mean, shit was like, yeah. So it can happen. You can get it. You just gotta, man. You gotta be focused, yeah. You gotta be focused. The money is out here.
Of course.
I think the main problem that we run into, we get backtracked when we start looking at the have and have-nots. That's what fucks us up.
I agree.
I think so.
I'm gonna say this because I preach this to the younger generation at Nike. If you're with a company that offers you 401k and stock options, do it. Take 5%. You won't miss it. I fucked up by not doing my 401k the first year or two I got into Comcast. Options like 2 years in, right before the pandemic. So. And that was the best thing. And when I got the Nike, that's the only thing I was asking about. When can I participate in the stock option? When can I participate?
Yes. See, it depends on, with your situation, it depends on what type of job you're in, like retail and sales. And Comcast isn't considered retail, is it? That's more like
it's telecommunications. They got a retail side.
Yeah, but Comcast has stock.
Yeah,
like the kind of work I do, ain't no stock. You can't get stock in it. So it depends on what kind of job you got. But if you got that option, fuck with that stock. I agree totally.
You got 401k, right?
Yeah.
So don't sleep on it.
Right. So no, I was about to tell you. Yeah. The stock, nigga, my mother, real live, y'all. My mother, like within the last couple of years, cashed in stock from what's that old ass store that don't exist no more?
What?
Oh man,
so many. Montgomery Ward.
No, it was before Montgomery Ward. You got to be old to know this store.
Not Sears.
No, was it Bradley? Sears is one, but it's one before Sears that was on H Street.
Bradley's
Bradley's was on Allentown Road, but it was this old ass store. But my mother had stock at old stores. It's older than Montgomery Ward. I'm gonna ask her.
But if the store is no longer there, how's she able to?
Because the stock was still there. It's like that's yours. That shit just don't go away.
But if the store doesn't exist, but if the store does not exist, then where's that? You know what I'm saying?
It sits. The money is there.
That money still generates.
Yeah, that should generate.
So,
but stock goes up and down according to the market.
The market, yeah.
But this was not stock. Maybe it was shares. It's something though. It's something like that.
It might have been 401k.
It wasn't 401k. It wasn't.
It didn't work for her. She didn't work for them.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That
shit was crazy. I'm gonna ask her though, so I can get the full.
But yeah, you right.
Chanel said Woodward and Lothar.
It might have been Woodworth and Lothar. That might have been Woody's.
But the reason why maybe is because Woody's, didn't they get bought out by somebody?
I thought Macy's.
Macy's bought Hex. They might. I remember Woody's was in Landover Mall as well. But they might have got bought out by somebody, and that's how she was able to sustain that money, most likely. I had to look into it.
Yeah, Chanel also said she has shares, so she has shares in Woodward and Lothar.
Yeah, so she was able to cash out before it probably just dropped and got eliminated. Because with the stock, it all depends on how that company is doing.
Correct.
How much money you get, because it's like the shares go up, down, up, down. If it goes under, it drops. Yeah.
But you touched on some real shit.
Did you lose all of it though?
I don't know. But you touched on some good shit with teaching your kids. Because like I said,
you got to.
My dad, he did that. My dad taught me how to get $1, and he taught me how to get it.
But how to save $1?
No, fuck saving it. He taught me how to get it, because my father would blow it. My father blew it and got it back. Pops was like that nigga. So he taught you how to. He taught me how to save too, but he really taught you how to get it. I think it's more important knowing how to get it.
Of course.
Because as long as I can get it, I can get it.
So do you feel like because you watched him do it, then that put the hustler in you too?
Oh, most definitely. It was embedded. It was embedded. Your kids soak up what you do.
Of course.
Again, it's not what you say, it's what you do. You could say anything in the world, but if they don't see you doing it, they not soaking that up. They like, nigga, you telling me something you don't even do. I don't live like that. I'm only teach them shit that I can do, or I'm gonna show them that I'm doing.
But if you see somebody doing something bad, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to do that. You know what I mean? That may be a deterrent for you not to do it.
What you mean?
That's true, but we're talking about like kids will idolize their parents if they see them getting it. They're like, oh, I want to be like that.
I guess I can only speak for my situation because, like I said, they may see me do some shit that I shouldn't do, but I'm like, look, I have that conversation with them and they get it. You know what I'm saying? Am I right? You the one that's going to clarify what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Like, no, not really.
No, be honest. I need you to help me out with that.
I get what you're saying. Like, in terms of just like, you know, certain shit you went through that you could have avoided, you definitely do touch base on it with us and just, you know, and then that's one thing I will say, like, you tell more than the average parent would, so we can get better understanding, and just so that it's everything you give to us is just the raw truth.
Yeah,
that's what they gotta be.
Yeah, because I want
parents
them
don't do that.
I want them to prosper and just like I said, do way better than me, because I got to live with one of these motherfuckers when I'm old and gray.
Shit, if you do what you're supposed to, you ain't got to.
I know you got
a wife. Y'all grow old together. Y'all live together. That's one thing I'm not gonna do.
Hey, I'm just old to take care of each other.
I swear, on everything I love, I pray, but purposely, I am not. I'd rather my kids put me in a home and just come see me. I'm not putting that burden on them. I want them to live their life, enjoy their life. Just come see me, check on me, call me. But nah, y'all, my sons, y'all hear me right now. Y'all ain't gotta let me live with y'all. Y'all ain't gotta do that. I'm not gonna put that burden on y'all.
You really think they're gonna just put you in the home?
I don't mean put me in some raggedy fuck shit. I mean put me in a nice assisted living. Because honestly, if me and my baby, well, I plan on growing old with my baby. But if one of us go first, if she go before me, God forbid, put me up in an old home with some old freaks, and I can look at some old titties.
No, listen. You know, a few months ago there was what was it? What STD was going around?
Oh, the old folks keep the STDs in there. But shit, when you old, you don't care. I'm old. I don't care about no goddamn clap. Come get this clap. We all got it. We gone in a month or two anyway. Fuck it.
Now, what do you do when it comes to those financial problems in a relationship, though? Would you consider that like a relationship rut?
What?
Did I explain that problems? Right? Do you have any
financial problem?
A relationship rut?
You can't let it be.
But it definitely can.
See, it can. Let me tell you something. If money, this is just my personal opinion. If money can come between your relationship, and when I say money, I'm talking about what are you talking about? Are you talking about just blowing money, fucking up money, or are you just talking about don't have the means to get it yet? I mean, you gotta go in depth. You gotta go in depth on how you saying.
Okay, so
with the money.
So with the money, as far as maybe you just on one person is good with money, the other person is not, and so the person that's not good with money, you fucking it up.
See, but to me,
and that can cause
the communication? Issue. Where's the communication falling? Because then you're supposed to, in a relationship, you're supposed to be able to balance each other out, right? Mm-hmm. Just like when I was saying before about, oh boy, a few weeks ago, how he's cheap, you know, but he's really good with money, and that's what I need. So certain things that he'll tell me, hey, you need to do X, Y, and Z, because to do this, then I'm a listen, and I'm a follow suit. So, and we're not even married. So I'm like, in the marriage, communication should have been there, that you guys talk about finances, where you're talking about money and how it's spent together.
So I can go with that. But my thing is this. So like, when I get paid, and it's just me, this works for me. When I get paid, I give my woman my check. That's your check.
Yeah.
But I'm never relying on just my job. Now, if I was just relying on my job, I give her 80% of my check and I keep 20. Mm-hmm. But you give her the check to do what she need to do with the bills. That's me. I let her pay the bills and all that. I don't have to handle all that.
Because do you feel like she's a better financial?
She definitely is, because I'm a Scot. And Scots, we believe in live life for the moment. Fuck tomorrow. But I'm not going to go overboard with it. I'm going to make sure we got a roof over our head, food in the house and all that. But at the same time, I will blow some shit. And then I'll be like, oh shit, I fucked up. But I'm going to get it back.
So asking you guys, as married men, do you guys have a set amount that y'all can't spend without having this discussion with your wife?
Nah, because I'm going to answer first. I don't because me and my wife, and I thank God for this. My wife not greedy, first of all. I ain't got that wife that say, give me your money, give me your money. This is my money, your money. Nah, I don't have that. We always, from the moment we first got together, we come as one. Our money. Everything is ours. I don't believe in that her money, my money. That's bullshit. When you in a union, if you screaming that's
her
yours,
money, your money. Say for instance, you see a TV, right? Like you itching for something in your man cave. And this TV costs like $1,100. Like,
I'm gonna get it.
Do you discuss it with her first, or do you just go?
I'm gonna discuss it.
Is there a certain amount that like a certain threshold that you like? I'm gonna go ahead and discuss this with her before I spend all of this.
Depends on the situation. Is the bills paid? Are we living right? Are we making money? Are we comfortable at the moment? You know what I'm saying?
But let's take even further. Let's say a new car.
Yeah, we're gonna discuss that.
You say still bills right, you living comfortably, whatever. But this is a bigger purchase. So whether you're making good money or
a TV, nah, I'm gonna just go get that motherfucker. Anything under a car, I'm not just gonna go get it. We're gonna talk about that because she's gonna drive the motherfucker too. So we're definitely gonna talk about a car. But a TV, some clothes, some shoes, shit like that, nah, we're not discussing that. Big purchase, like a car, yeah, we're gonna discuss that.
So what would be your top amount? Like $5,000? And then be discussing that?
Yeah, something like that. But if something costs like $1,000 or $400, $500, something that I can put right back, I'm gonna put it right back anyway. No, we ain't gotta discuss that, and her vice versa. But if it's big purchase, yeah, we need to discuss that.
Okay. What about you?
If it's something that's gonna affect the household, we need to discuss it. But as far as some shoes, some clothes, whatever, what have you, I necessarily won't discuss that because I got my fun money and then I got my house money. You know what I'm saying? The money that goes into the house and the bills and all that shit, that's that money, and then I got my fun money. So with my fun money, that's that money that's allocated just for me to have fun. Shoes, clothes, going out to eat. But it's 9 times out of 10, that fun money benefits to both of us anyway.
But I need y'all to know, especially for the married people and the people that's in serious relationships and trying to get married or living together or whatever, money is the root of all evil. At the end of the day, we need it. We need money. But do not, if money can dictate your relationship and cause problems in your relationship to where y'all beefing about money, y'all not gonna make it. Y'all not gonna make it. It ain't gonna work out. Because somebody has to be the responsible one and just say, baby, whatever you need us to do, we gonna do it. That should be a normal. It shouldn't get to a point where, well, you took the money and did this and you took the money and did that. Nah, if you on that shit, you got the wrong partner. You on the wrong partner. Because me and my wife, like I said, we've been together since we were young, before our careers came about. So we've been in that situation where she was holding it down and I wasn't, or I was holding it down and she wasn't.
Do you think that your perspective is different because you guys have been together for long and you guys have been?
That's a good question. Your perspective is definitely going to be different when you got a good mate. So yes, she's made. That's what life. When you got a good mate, when you got the right one, it's going to make your perspective different in life, right?
But going through
am I right or wrong?
Yes, but I'm talking about, but you guys have gone through these life struggles together because you guys started out younger.
Right.
So
that's what made my perspective. Yes. Correct. I totally will say yes, it does. Now, if I'd have been with a greedy, dumbass junk, I'm sure my perspective would possibly be different. So, yeah.
But going through life, your perspective has to change because things change. Especially if you're dealing with somebody for a long time. Your perspective has to.
What you mean has to? How?
For me, anyway, it has to change because.
What do you mean? If your perspective changed about that person, that mean that person changed.
Well, you're gonna change because you get older, you get wiser. Hopefully, you get older and you get wiser. So the older you get, the wiser you get. The situations that you go through, it's gonna make your perspective change on any and everything. Finances, just
I gotta
general.
disagree.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, because that's basically saying the way I look at my wife is gonna change for the negative or for the worse. Or for the better.
Sometimes it
For
can
the
be for
good.
the better.
Yeah. But that's not necessarily. You're saying that you're definitely going to change the way you look always.
I didn't say
age.
look. I said perspective.
No, I said look at. Perspective is the way you look at somebody.
Look at. I'm not talking about that person in general. I'm talking about life as a whole. We was talking about finance. I'm talking about life as a whole. So your perspective of different things. It could be anything.
But I think
it's going to change as you get older, even when you're with that person.
But even from what Mike's saying, I think it would change because from the beginning, she starts off with your girlfriend, right? And then she becomes the mother of your child. So you look at her in a total different way than you did at the beginning.
Right.
Now, she's older, she's wiser, she's your wife, she's grown to this beautiful woman.
See, we changing the narrative now.
Changes onto it. Your perspective.
We just changed the narrative. The narrative was, do I look at my way of dealing with money perspective? That's what we were talking about.
Yeah,
so y'all just changed the narrative. So don't change the narrative on me and then say, oh, it's going to change. Yeah, if it's something different. But as far as the money perspective, which we were initially talking about, that perspective will never change because of the way that she's dealt with me and the way she is.
You don't think that perspective would change amongst the both of you if you got more money?
No, fuck no. If we got more money, we're gonna be even better. What I just tell you? I just said.
Hold on, listen. Saying for the worst though. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying for the worst. When you look at the word perspective, when I say perspective, you get more money, it might change in a positive way. Hey, all right, we need to start doing this. Investing. We need to start.
See, I ain't talking about that part. When we was talking about the shit, we was talking about. She said my perspective of how me and my wife don't beef off money and how we're good together with money. That's not going to change whether we got more or less.
Of course, okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I was just trying.
Now the other part y'all adding in.
I was trying to bring a whole different perspective of the conversation.
Right. But regardless, whether we got more or less, we're going to be solid with each other because we've been broke together, we've been up together, and we're going to get rich together.
Okay.
I'm speaking that into existence. Hallelujah.
So other than finances, what would be some other, I would say, other relationship issues that
we come across?
That we come across, or that we come across, and then how to get through those. Sort of the relationship ruts, right?
Yeah, but then I'm like, what do you consider to be like a rut in a relationship? And then like...
Not
you answer that first. No, let her answer it first. I want you to answer that first.
See,
what do you consider a relationship rut?
That's the thing. That's a question I've been thinking about because
that's why you brought it up. That's why you brought it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Because I'm like, at a certain point, and maybe it's just me, but people start to get on my nerves. Like, you start to get on my nerves for a while. Certain things become a little annoying, and that's why I say it could just be me. But I'm not married either.
Okay.
So I haven't been and I just got out of a relationship. But I would say the relationship that I was in previously, after a certain time, I feel like people fall into the patterns.
Which I was about. I'm sorry.
And of like, it's like a pattern of like doing stuff, and it just becomes to me it just is a little bit dull.
Yeah, so. I just wanted to bring it up. Because you asked that question, a habit or a pattern of behavior that has become dull and uncontrollable or unproductive. So, and it's hard to change. So that's what we kind of mean when we say rut. So something that just happens and it's like, you do the same shit all the time, and it's like now it's time to add some excitement.
But see, that's
but not necessarily just doing the same thing all the time, but it's just like. And that's what I want to ask you guys as men that have been married for a long time. Like, is there any point or time in your relationships where it was just something was off? Like, and that's what I'm saying is a rut. Like, something was off, and then how did you work through that? Like,
I wouldn't call that a rut. I would more so call that a bump in the road, which you're gonna have. And I say you hit that patch. Let's not a bump, a rough patch. So, me personally, I think everybody has a rough patch at some point when you start being with somebody for 10, 15, 20 years. That's just natural. Y'all gonna bump heads here and there and all that. But when the shit is solid and it's real, you're gonna get through it. Like, prime example, my wife have an attitude with me. She might not like me when she wake up at 9 o'clock, but she still love me. She might not like me today, but she still love me. You see what I'm saying? I might not like her today, but I still love her. So we get over it. All right, you ain't talking to me? Oh, you got to stick up your ass, go on in there, read your book, do whatever. I'm going to feed you, or you going to feed me. I'm going to kiss you, and I'm going to roll over, turn my back, and go to sleep. And then tomorrow, we all right again.
Has there ever been a time where it was longer than just a day? You know what I'm saying? Like,
now you talking beefing. Are we talking beefing?
So that's the thing is, like, a rest, like when you were beefing, like that your relationship is off. And what did you guys do to work towards to get past that?
Give it to God. That's what I did. Gave it to God. I've been the fuck up many a times. And I ain't gonna say detrimental fuck up every time, but I fuck up. I'm not perfect. So when I fuck up, first of all, you got to admit the fuck up. Then you got to give her time and space. And you got to work. You got to work some, man. You know, you got to shuffle a little bit. You got to rub some feet, cook some meals, throw a little extra money. You got to do what you got to do. But it happens. Real love conquers all that shit. And that's just my opinion. You got a lot of people that's going to say, fuck love, I'll leave, or whatever. Whatever. It depends on the situation. But the rough patch, it happens. We might not like each other. Now, I ain't going to say for weeks. If it been that long, that means we really going through it. We that's like more so like a point where we might not make it. When that shit happen for longer than a week, and you going through it for 2-3 weeks, that means it's something serious.
So what would you do if that was the case?
No, I was gonna say go to the comments and then I'm gonna answer the question.
Go ahead, bro.
Go to the comments and I'm gonna answer the question if you don't mind. Come on, Millie, keep up.
Back, only comments we got was really back on the financial literacy. Or before that, when we was talking about,
if it's nothing on this, then we can keep going.
No, it's really nothing on this right now.
Okay, all right. So, will you go ahead and ask your question, and then I'm gonna answer the question.
I can't remember what I was saying.
My bad. I just wanted to get to the comments. My fault. I didn't want to leave nobody out. So for me, if I'm gonna say a bump in the road, first thing I would say is recognition. You got to recognize that there's an issue or a problem.
Of course.
And then once you recognize what that problem is, you need to go collectively and figure out a solution. For me, which I know you're not going to agree, but for me, I feel like therapy is something that I stand on.
You got money. Y'all niggas got money.
I got insurance, nigga. I got good insurance.
All insurance pay for therapy.
That's a waste of fucking insurance.
No, it's not. Try.
And it comes for free.
But let me say, so I'm going to say therapy, and it's not just to help with the problem. It's just to help keep things on track for me anyway. It's not just dealing with a problem at all.
So let me ask you this real quick. Because y'all are very high advocates for therapy. So say you go to therapy one day, and the therapist tell you, man, fuck it. Y'all ain't no hope for y'all. Y'all need to break up. Let it go. Get a divorce.
The therapist isn't going to tell you that.
I was about
Hold
to
the
say.
fuck up. Why? How you know a therapist ain't gonna tell you that?
They're not going to tell you that.
What are you gonna tell you? How you know what a therapist gonna tell you?
The only time they would do that is if y'all consistently came into that person's office, sat there, bickered, did not do the work that they told you. A therapist isn't going to fix it. They just give you the tools for you guys to, and you have to do the work yourself.
How?
You got to do the work.
You got to do the work.
Have to do the work. They
Hold on. What do you mean tools?
So
this is my thing. What if y'all really shouldn't be together? The therapist not gonna tell you that?
At the end, sometimes they may.
All right, then. That's what the fuck I just said.
Then if a therapist tells me,
that's if all the stuff that y'all haven't done, y'all not doing all the stuff that you were supposed to do, and nothing's working, then yeah, they probably will tell you that.
Let me break.
And you gonna listen?
No.
So why you going to therapy?
I might
So,
sometimes.
That's what I mean. You letting that therapist play God in your relationship.
No,
I ain't with that shit.
Sometimes you gotta recognize when it's over. So let me tell you.
that's true.
Let me break this down. So with me, my therapist gives us assignments to do to help us communicate better, to help us become as one, and to help us appreciate each other.
And y'all still fucked up.
No, we're a lot better.
I was just fucking with you.
We're a lot.
I was just fucking with you.
We have never been totally fucked up, but we have gone through ruts. Everybody goes through
Everybody
ruts.
does.
If you want to go off of the definition.
Yeah.
But with those tools given to us, it helps us communicate better. It helps us have innovative things to do to make the relationship and the marriage exciting, and gives us something to look forward to.
And see, now this is just my opinion. First of all, and I'm just I don't know. As a man, I don't feel I need, well, I ain't gonna say I don't need, but I'm not gonna run to somebody else to tell me how to treat my woman, how to keep things fresh with my woman. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna dig down in myself, and I'm gonna do that. Because at the end of the day, and I need you to know this, when somebody else tell you how to treat your woman and you listen, best believe, and a woman ain't gotta admit it. Hold on. She ain't gotta admit it, but she looking at you a different way. She looking, hold on. Okay, if I don't open the door for my woman, and another man gotta tell me to open the door,
Of course. That's different.
ain't no fucking difference.
We're not talking about
but
that.
it's-
I see. I can't get deep with y'all.
No,
I can't get on that.
No,
I
we
can't get on that
deep with
real
you.
level shit with y'all.
We
No.
can't get deep with
As a
you.
man, bruh, you need to listen sometimes.
No, I'm not
because I'm
listening to
telling
that shit. I'm gonna tell you. I'll be honest.
you keep living your life, letting another motherfucker tell you what to do to treat your woman better. She looking at you another way.
I didn't say to treat my woman better.
That's what you said. You said
I
tools.
did not.
Tools help you do what?
Tools help you be better, build a better
Same fucking
relationship.
thing.
It is not. It is not at all. I would
Go
never
ahead,
follow advice from
Let me-
you. I'm gonna be
Go
honest.
ahead, comment.
Go ahead,
Go ahead,
go to the comment. All right, so before you read the comment, let me say this. So you're saying it's all right for somebody else to tell you how to treat your woman, and you think she's gonna?
Did not say that.
That's not the therapist.
Go
is
ahead
not
with the
telling you
comments.
how
I'm
to
done.
treat your
All right,
woman.
so
Y'all stop playing. If you gonna speak facts, speak facts.
I am.
Go ahead.
Chanel said therapy is good for some, it works for some. Lisa Spence said therapy works for those that put the work in and who are willing to make a change. And then Chanel also, after Lisa, said there's nothing wrong with therapy.
Not saying anything wrong with it. It do work for some.
It's not
Y'all
for
missed the
everybody.
whole point of what I said. You ain't hear the deepness or the in-depthness of
that's
what I
not- but
said.
that's not
And I'm
true,
talking to
though.
you as a man. I wasn't even talking to Zudi because she a woman. I was talking to you as a man and how a woman will sit back and peep shit. You better wake the fuck up. Because a woman will
Yeah,
sit
and
back.
you know
Hold
what?
on. A woman will sit back and be like, damn, somebody else had to tell that nigga to do that for me? Man, y'all, you hear what I'm saying, Millie? Do you hear what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying, but it is a little different.
No, but
It's
It is a little
different.
different.
It hit different.
No.
it's a little different.
Everything that
I
we
get what you're
said is
saying.
going over your head. 'Cause
It's
they're
not.
telling
It's
you-
really not.
They're not telling you how to treat. They're not telling me how to treat my woman. It's going over. See, you never tried.
I
it, so
didn't
you're not
say
gonna-
tell you how to treat your
What did
woman.
he just say?
Okay,
What did
all
he
right.
just say?
Let me break it down a little better because you playing with me,
I'm not
and I
playing
hate
with
when
you.
you play with
I'm
me.
not playing
I
with
just
you at
sat there and
all.
told you.
I'm not playing with you at
You
all.
are because you acting
I'm
like you
not.
understand.
I don't.
Your
I
woman,
really don't.
every woman, peeps how her man handles her. We're gonna go real slow. I'm gonna go real slow
Go
for
ahead.
you.
And I'm still not gonna understand it.
Your woman sits back and watches you as her man, her husband, how he deals with her. She's peeping it. Okay? When you have to get somebody else, if it's anything, if you fall into that space where you need assistance on how to do certain things. I ain't saying big things. Some shit you might need therapy for. You might, because you just might not know. But I'm talking about when you talk that, I see motherfuckers in therapy, you need to learn to listen to her. You need to learn to do this. The shit that you already supposed, basic fucking instructions.
But where do you see that on TV? where everything
Fuck
is
it.
exaggerated.
Fuck it. I ain't gonna play with y'all. Go ahead.
Cause
Like,
okay, therapy is not for you. That just bottom line.
I ain't saying that.
Therapy is not.
I
for
could
you.
use some therapy for some other shit, for some things in life. I could.
But not for your relationship.
I ain't saying that from what I'm saying is I don't need nobody to tell me how to treat my woman or how to deal with my woman.
And that's not what therapy is all about. That's what I'm trying to get you to.
I ain't saying it was. I pointed out that part.
how about let's just agree to disagree?
I pointed out that part.
Let's just agree to disagree.
Yeah, we gonna agree.
Let me touch some more of these comments. We got a couple more comments. Lisa said, if your woman is constantly telling you what she wants and she doesn't stop with the suggestions, then clearly you're not doing or understanding what her needs are. Nicole said there's a difference between marriage counseling and individual counseling. Julio said it might, in terms of how the woman feels. What you said, he said might, depending on the woman. And then Chanel said Mike, he's not going to agree with you. Smooth. Let's move on to the next topic. He always disagrees with therapy because it ain't for him.
Keep reading.
Nicole also said nobody outside the marriage should have to teach you how to communicate with your spouse.
Thank you for a real one. Thank you for a real one.
Lisa said not everyone knows how to communicate and requires assistance with expressing yourselves.
Gotta teach you how to deal with your spouse from a fucking stranger that don't even know your spouse or know your house. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I can see if you're talking about therapy because you were raped or therapy because you have inner problems, but therapy on how to treat my wife that you don't even know?
You still sticking with the tree. It's not.
No, I agree with therapy. So let me leave, and we're gonna leave it at that. I agree with therapy, but I'm not on my fucking
Okay, that's cool.
Give me therapy for some other shit.
That's cool. So, are we gonna go into that third topic, or we gonna go to the bottom line?
Go to the bottom line.
Huh? Go to the bottom line.
Yeah.
Okay.
This has been fun.
I ain't fucking with y'all. Had my woman talking about, and then, hold up real quick, and then the moment y'all get into an argument, well, motherfucker, you didn't even know how to do this. She had to teach you that. He had to tell you that.
Nobody does that.
Nobody does that.
Not in therapy. From therapy.
I'm talking about when you get home and you get into that argument. See, they just told you don't do that. Fuck out of here. You're not talking to them. You talking to him. You ain't talking to them. You talking to him. Fuck that.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Give me 1 second since you just did it out the blue. Then give me time. Are you going to the thing?
That's right. Man.
Come on with the bottom line, old lady.
Well, first of all,
give you some therapy.
You was supposed to. I do need some therapy.
This is the funniest shit ever.
Hold on. Because you were supposed to do your topic. Y'all kind of caught me out the blue.
That's why we got one.
So while we waiting for that, while we waiting for her to find the bottom line, because she received so many. She received so many at one time. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Y'all go over to Buddha Speaks, at Buddha Speaks on YouTube and at Buddha Speaks Live on Facebook. Y'all make sure y'all come on over so y'all can see me and Zudi cutting up. While Mike is also come on over to Mike on Monday.
Huh?
The 411.
We ain't got nothing to say yet.
All right, so Buddha Speaks, at Buddha Speaks Live on Facebook. And BUDDASPEAKS, Buddha Speaks Live on Facebook. That's where all the lives will be. And then we got the Buddha Speaks regular group and at Buddha Speaks on YouTube, all one word. Y'all check us out.
Yes.
Oh, hey, just to let y'all know too, the Facebook group will be transitioned over into a business page. So the Chopping Up Radio Facebook group will be shut down in about 30 days because we're gonna transition over to the business page. The business page, you can do the same shit you do in the group page. Everything you can do in the group page, you can do same shit on the business page. So that's gonna transition over. I'll let y'all know. I will give y'all a weekly update on that. Weekly, is that cool? I'm gonna do a weekly update on that. That's gonna transition over. So once that's up, I'll let y'all know and go ahead and transition over to that. Go ahead.
All right. Okay. I'm up and running. Sorry about that, you guys. All right. So again, you got any questions, comments, anything you want to get off your chest, definitely send this in to, we will read it and give you our perspective. Of course, we may a little laugh at you a little bit.
I'm not.
Everything is going to be anonymous, so I'm the only person that knows that you are you. Everybody else won't know who that person is, or you can send it from a fake email. Doesn't matter. To Miss Dazudi's bottom line. There it is, posted on there. So here we go. Hey, Miss Zudi, I'm writing this letter because I need some serious help regarding my overbearing mother-in-law. Ever since I got married to her son, she's been consistently interfering in our lives and making decisions without consulting us.
Oh, shit.
It's become increasingly difficult to maintain a healthy relationship with her. My mother-in-law has a habit of dropping by unannounced and criticizing our choices in everything from home decor to parenting. She often undermines my authority as a mother and a wife, making me feel inadequate and disrespected. She frequently offers unsolicited advice and insisted that I have things done her way. Would you laughing at? All right, hold on. Dad, okay. She frequently offers unsolicited advice and insists on having things done her way, disregarding our preferences and boundaries. I've tried to discuss my concerns with my husband, but he finds it challenging to confront his mother. He doesn't want to upset her or strain their relationship. He puts me in a difficult position as I feel like my feelings are being disregarded. I understand that family dynamics can be complex, but I'm reaching my breaking point. I want to establish healthy boundaries and have my voice without causing unnecessary conflict. How can I address this issue with my mother-in-law in a respectful manner? And how can I encourage my husband to support me in this process? Thank you for your guidance. A struggling daughter-in-law.
Real quick, Juice, you asked how are these letters reaching her platform? It's right there. Miss Zudi, bottom line. It just went away. It'll come back up. But she has the email.
So yes, people will email me. Like say if you have any issues you want to talk about, relationships, families, co-workers, you can email me at misszudiesbottomline@gmail.com, and then maybe it'll be selected and read online.
Zudi, can I go first on this one?
Go ahead.
He is dead ass wrong. He need to let mama know, stop it. And this is coming from a mama's boy. I love my mother, but you cannot allow your mother, and this is for you men and women, because women do it too. You cannot allow your mother to cause any type of drama in your marriage. They married, right? Because you said mother-in-law.
Yep. They're married with children.
Mom putting her mouth on how they handle things. Now, don't get me wrong. Moms might be coming from a good space when she's saying y'all handling this wrong. Because I'm going to tell you how my mother carried it. If I do something wrong, my mother will come to me and say, well, baby, I think y'all should do this, do that. But she's not telling me to do it. She's giving me her opinion and coaching me as her son, giving me her opinion. She's not going to come to my wife and say, well, why you do that? Or why you do it? My mother not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And if she did, I would say, Mom, you out of line. You have to be able to, you're grown. Tell your mother you're grown and let you handle you and your wife's business. Give your wife that respect. Still respect your mother, but let mama know she wrong.
Why is it so hard for a lot of men to do that?
Because they probably, I can't speak for all men, because again, I'm a mama's boy. I love my mother to life. I love my mother, but I just know how to still man up at the end of the day. So men that can't do that, maybe it's because they just don't know how to set them boundaries, or maybe their mother still has, a lot of the time mom still has stock in their marriage. Do you get what I'm saying when I say that? Do you understand when I say when mom has stock in your marriage?
So go ahead and explain.
So mom might be helping with the bills. Mom might be giving you money. It could be certain things that mom's doing for y'all to make her feel she can do that.
But what if she's not? Maybe just occasional babysitting the grandkids.
Yeah, she ain't got no right to speak on y'all marriage. Cut it.
For me, I'ma say I would have a talk with. The mother-in-law is his mom, so she needs to talk to him and have him talk to his mom and say, "Look, Mom, you might need to ease up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This is my marriage.
Ain't no might. She got to.
Yeah, this is my marriage. Let me handle my marriage."
Yeah.
Me, I'm a mama's boy too, but most mothers of boys, especially only children, in my opinion, this is just my opinion from my observation of my mother. When my mother saw I was getting serious with someone, she ain't like him. It was an issue. It was a problem. And so she would try to cause rifts because I feel like my mother felt like that person was taking me away from her. So that could be it too. The mother could feel like, oh, the wife is taking the son away from her.
But away from, that's your child.
Is.
That's not your husband. And I feel like a lot of women be treating their sons like they're their husband. Like,
but what about the women that allow their... See, that's my... What about the women that allow their mama to do it? It's like, this be my problem. This be my problem.
I know.
A woman will have a problem with your mother doing something, but she'll let her mother all up in y'all motherfucking relationship and have say in y'all shit.
I'm not.
That be my problem. So it gotta be
no, but that's right.
All around the board.
It's same thing all around the board.
Right,
because I'm gonna tell my mom. I'm gonna check my mom if there's something that's going on between me and my house. This is our household,
right?
And we're gonna go ahead and handle that this way.
This is what I always say. A mother will do what will allow. So if you allow your mother to do that, then she's gonna continue to do it. If you don't check that shit in the beginning, then it's gonna continue to happen.
So do you feel like it's up to the parent of the child? I mean, the child with that parent.
Yeah, of course, it's up to him.
So if that,
because it's his parent, so he needs to check her. And if she continues to do it, long as she's not disrespecting the woman.
So
now, if she starts to disrespect that woman, then that woman may need to step up and say something in a respectful way, because you got to keep in mind that that's still his mother. So in a respectful way, she might have to say something. I think we kind of touched on your situation, right? Remember your situation we talked about?
With my stepmother?
Yeah. So it kind of almost goes back to that. Sometimes you may have to check.
That's crazy. They know the shit.
My bad. That's, yeah. But sometimes...
Did I hear somebody?
Yeah, Miss Haiti probably coming in the crib. But sometimes you may have to check her in a respectful manner.
Oh, that's
but most
not getting
of the time,
a respectful manner.
Most of the time, that's if the man is sort of on the gump side and he's not willing to stand up to his mother.
Let me get into some of these comments.
And then I want your opinion.
Alright, so when we first started talking, Chanel said boundaries have to be set. Lisa Spence said, as a mother, I stay out of my son's business. I tell him and his girlfriend to not bring anything to me unless they want my honest opinion. If you don't want to hear it, then don't tell me. And then after that, Chanel said, set boundaries and not allow everyone access to what's going on in your relationship. That way they can't speak on y'all issues.
So hold on. So Juice asks Zudi, what's your background? Are you a life coach?
Is that am I a life coach?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, the bottom line ain't about a life coach. It's about just opinions. It's all everything is opinionated through the whole show. So the bottom line is just people coming in asking for advice. That's it.
Column.
That's it.
And
but
strongly
some of it
opinionated.
can be funny,
and some, and everybody's more than welcome to give advice back. So if you hear something on bottom line, give your feedback too. We all help each other.
Yeah, everybody always gives feedback.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Does he have feedback to give?
You got feedback? Give it.
Oh, he always do. He ain't
gonna say
He
something
definitely gonna let you know something.
Yeah.
But again, moms is wrong. Just fellas, if you had this problem, if you're blessed enough to still have your mother, deal with her delicately. First of all, delicately, because mom's feelings can get hurt. Because I think, and from a mother's point of view, I would imagine she feel like she losing her baby to another woman. So I mean, be realistic, and you let mom know. Like me, My mother know, Mom, you always gonna be my baby girl.
But listen,
But this my baby girl too.
Buddha.
You know.
What if it was vice versa with your wife and her dad?
If honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If my white father was still alive, I probably have a problem. My wife was a daddy's girl. She loved her father dearly. So I'm not saying we'll be beefing or nothing, but I'm sure I have to. But I would respect it. So I'm glad you asked that. Let's flip it. Let's say it was the father coming over doing shit like that. I would deal with dad. And I would let her know respectfully, baby, let me talk to him. Because now it's men amongst men. And I know how to deal with them on a respectful level, but on a manly level. Look, I know that's your daughter, but you gave her to me.
You signed off on it. Yeah, that's
You signed off on it. Now, woman, y'all don't know how to deal with another woman like that. Y'all gonna get catty. See, 2 men can do this.
What 2 women can?
No, I don't think
nicely.
so. Nah, I don't think so.
It all depends on the level.
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah.
So what's your opinion from your perspective?
So I definitely think.
I want to get his perspective.
I mean, yeah, you just gotta set them boundaries. Like you just, like you said, whatever you allow is what's gonna slide. So, and I actually do have experience with this. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but my mother was having issues with my girlfriend, and it became a bigger issue. And she started making a bigger issue. And I've been with my girlfriend about to be going on 5 years.
Oh, shit. 5 years. That's deep when you're young.
So it's like, I wasn't going to keep allowing that to happen because, like you said, and I'm not going to lose my relationship with my mother over a woman. But like you said, because it's all about how you handle it, how you talk to her about it. But I'm like, I had a cousin tell me, yes, that's your mother. Yeah, y'all family. But if this is who you really want to be with, you got to focus on the family you're about to start.
You got to live your life.
Yeah. And I'm not going to let my parent pick my partner. And so it's just like, all right, well, if they can't respect it or change it, then that's cool. We going to do us, but then just don't bring my partner up. We just don't got to discuss it. That's just, if it gets to that point where your parent is really like, they're not going to make that change, I'm not going to lose my partner because my parents has that. They're like, I'm the parent, I'm this and that. All right, well, then you just don't have nothing to do with it then.
So would you, if they don't change, would you say you guys are no longer, like you're no longer allowed in my house?
Nah. We could fix it before it get that bad.
Yeah.
And y'all come on in. But yeah, Juice, it's all, she asked for people advice. So y'all tune in, y'all chime in. Come on in and y'all get y'all advice too, because this person is in the group and they listening. So if you got any helpful advice for them, just type it in the comments or call in, and we all help each other out, bro.
And that's all. There it is again, real quick, just so you got it. Zudi's bottom line at gmail.com.
But I would never let it get to that point. I will speak to my wife and be like, hey, your dad is this. I'm going to talk to him. Once I step to dad and talk to him like a man, respectful, and let him know, I'm going to say my piece. But I'm going to let my wife know that I'm going to talk to him.
So then,
and maybe as a woman, she needs to step to mom if he not doing it. Step to her husband and say, hey, baby, do you mind if I talk to your mom? Because it might not be comfortable for you to do it.
And then have that conversation respectfully. I totally agree.
And what if that conversation goes left? Like, let's say,
so if all else fails,
yes,
then you gotta make a
decision.
decision.
You got a decision. Well, no, you don't have a decision to make because you took on a wife.
And the Bible says
that's your wife, and you have to go with your wife.
Would you say so? Then would you be like, until you respect us and you're no longer allowed in this house?
Definitely, I would say I would have to. I would say, Mom, look, you made this very hard. Y'all both made this more difficult than it needed to be. I still love you, but this is my wife. So I'm going to deal with you on my time until y'all can fix this. So I'll see you. I'm still going to deal with my mother. Ain't nothing going to change with my mother. I'm going to still love her, help her, and do all that. But y'all two just can't be together at the moment. But I'm not going to make a decision. I'm not going to push one away and I'm going to deal with both of them. And as a man, you got to know how to do that because that shit could happen.
And sometimes you just have to do that. It's the hardest thing to do, but sometimes you just gotta keep that shit separate. You don't want to, because you want everybody to be in harmony, in a perfect world, but we don't live in a perfect world, and egos get in the way sometimes, even with spouses and parents. So you gotta, because sometimes you may have to just keep it separate. Look, Ma, I did with you when I did with you, and I did with my wife. If y'all not getting along, it is what it is. I can't help that, because I'm not gonna, like he said, I'm not gonna lose my relationship because you don't like her.
But this is definitely a touchy topic. It happens more for women. Men, we really don't have that problem with fathers. Because
We got it with mothers, though. I say we got it with mothers. I'm saying.
Some
my
men for
mother-in-law
fathers
love
that
me.
don't like
That's
you.
you.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law love me.
I dealt with it. I dealt with it. Like I
No.
said, I dealt with it with my mother. My mother was just scared to lose her son. That's what it was. So as soon as she saw me in a healthy relationship, when I was spending more time with that person, my mother got highly
Mothers
upset.
love for me to deal with their daughters.
My dad did not like my ex. My dad didn't like my ex. But I think the reason why he didn't like him is because my dad has always been, to me, I think it's a little petty, because my dad has always been a provider. So he always taught me that the man's supposed to provide, blah,
As
blah,
he
blah,
should.
blah, blah, right?
As he should.
And there was one point in time where he had lost his job, and I was the one that was taking care of the bills. And my dad got upset about that. And he didn't
As he
like him
should.
for that.
But Dad should have understood the child was in a rut. He was in a rut. It can happen.
Yeah.
See, that's all.
But
Yeah.
ever since then,
Didn't happen no more.
it wasn't good. No, I had to have.
But how would you
I had
handle-
to have a conversation with him.
So let's flip it. How would you handle if your mother is always in your relationship telling you your man this, your man need? How would you? Because I don't think
my
women
mom-
can do that.
No, luckily my mom's not like that. But there's been other situations to me that I felt like she was too much into it, and I had to check her respectfully. Like, I'm grown. This is my decision, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna take your input. Thank you for it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna make. When I made the decision to quit my job and do my business full time, my mom was absolutely against it.
So let me ask y'all this: do y'all look at the mom or the dad before you settle down with your mate and be like, "Am I gonna want this when they get that age?" Did you look at the dad and be like, "Am I?" Or the mom? Is your mother-in-law something you want to have when she get old? I could say,
Nobody could say that because my mom is passed, so they don't know my mom. But
so
you can see my
with
dad.
a guy,
my dad
no,
look young.
with a guy, I'm saying, do you look at? We gotta wrap it up. But do you look at the guy's dad and say, "Oh shit, is he gonna look like this when he get old?"
Hopefully his dad's hot, because then I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I got to deal
Oh,
with.
Lord have mercy. All right, any closing remarks?
Oh, so I do want to shout out. So there is a new black-owned wine, well, she makes wine. Black business, and she's female. Really dope. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me pull it up so I can tell you what the name of the business is. Sorry. I bought a few bottles.
Why are you
from
looking
them.
that up? You got any closing remarks? You gonna close us out?
I don't have a blast report, y'all. You know I never do. I don't go no fucking where. So, but my blast report for this real quick will just be, man, do something good for Valentine's Day. Y'all enjoy y'all love day. Oh, and shout out to my man Tease Reed. It's him and his wife's 25th anniversary.
That's what's
25 years.
Congratulations.
Black love.
That's what's up.
And me and him, this is my brother. We are so much alike, it's ridiculous. We both been with our wives for a very long time, and I know that me and him are gonna be with our wives forever. I'm speaking into existence. So happy anniversary to y'all too. Shima and Tease, happy anniversary. Love y'all.
Happy anniversary.
Happy
Happy
anniversary.
anniversary. Definitely.
25 years. And
Millie, you got something? 25 years is a long time. That's what's up.
Yeah. Went to a new seafood spot up in Brandywine over by the Escape called Diamond Crab.
How was it?
Seafood boil spot. It was pretty good. $50 all you can eat. That's for how many you got? It's 2 hours. You get 2 hours all you can eat for $50. That includes your boils, your sides, your appetizers, whatever. It was good.
Damn, when they start putting a time limit on all you can eat.
Yeah, that's how
Because
they do
people
that.
sit there all day.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the fuck you go to all you can eat
No,
for.
ew.
Certain joints, nah, because you have a line out the door. You gotta let
Yeah,
people
and I ain't gonna lie, that's the only thing about
That's like
but
Crazy Crab.
that Jones guidelines is a little wild. Like they like if you want to do the all you can eat, like if you got multiple people, the whole party got to do. The all you can eat.
That's how all of Crazy
I
Crab
don't know,
do the
that's
same thing.
That's a little whack to me.
Everybody got to do all you can eat. That's how a lot of all you can eat spots do. And then
Shout out to them.
So is Crazy Crab, is it like a buffet too, or is it
Crazy
just like
Crab
a
is
buffet?
him. I go. What's it called?
I hate buffets. I feel like they like to set infestation.
So Crazy Crab is not a. It's
you
not.
know I'm allergic, so I don't go in there. It's not what.
It's not necessarily like a buffet the way you go around. They bring your shit to your table. So whatever you order,
Diamond Crab.
Y'all remember Horn and Horn, where the food used to come out on the rotating?
Belt.
Yeah, y'all know that.
Yeah, I don't
New
know.
Carrollton, baby.
New Carrollton,
baby.
Horn and Horn. The
New
food
Carrollton,
came
baby.
out on a belt.
And you had
And you
to
had
catch
to
that
catch
shit.
the food as I want the chicken. I want the.
you
Is
had
that
to
green
catch that
beans?
shit.
Give me some green beans.
Yeah. You be walking down the line like this.
Shout out to the old heads with the Horn and Horn. Let's go,
baby.
man.
Go ahead. What's yours? We're going to close it out with yours.
All right, so here we go. Like I said, black owned young lady. The wine is about $20 per bottle. They're kind of a sweet wine. They're called Tastefully Bottled. She has like an apple crush, apricot passion, pear, cranberry, and then like a triple X. I'll post it on.
I was just about to say post it.
Both for the sites, so you guys can check it out. Definitely check them out.
Yeah, post it on the page.
Wine drinkers.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna say thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all tune in next week. Next week we will be at Bar 210. So if y'all want to enjoy the show live, come on out to Bar 210. I'll post that address on the group page and the CIU Entertainment page as well. So y'all can come on out and enjoy the show.
I do got something else.
Go ahead.
Come over to Booth Speaks. I think I may post all the dresses online so y'all can help me figure out what I'm gonna wear to Saturday.
So tell them about that. That's gonna be her.
So Metro's this Saturday I'm going to Metro's Sweethearts Ball, and I can't figure out what dress I want to wear, and I bought 5 of them.
You should do something like
I'll
dare to be different. You should go like in some see-through tutu type shit.
So okay, listen.
Up.
So last year I did. So I let one, because this is like a chance for the girls just to get dressed up and go out and be cute because they have open bar. So last year I let one of my friends pick my dress. And I'm typically kind of like modest when it comes to like a dress, and she picked this one that was like kind of sheer and see-through, and it was long, and
You got
and
all
then I
the
had some
attention
heels.
you didn't want.
No, I got good attention.
You know she ain't shit. She want all that.
No, but it was really cute. So this year, is good. I'll post them all. Y'all let me know which one.
Let her know which
She
one.
gonna post them in Booth Speaks. Y'all see it. She's nasty.
Let her know which one.
Whatever.
All right, y'all. Chop It Up Radio, the show that goes when you take it. We will see y'all next week. Peace.